2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Magic getting off the bus earlier on, a sharp-dressed and very confident group. That's the United States Supreme Court building here in our nation's capital. We're coming to you today from Washington, D.C. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Look at Orlando. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Washington, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And seeing where the Magic are, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Wizards have struggled the last couple of years, so some people were surprised that Bradley Beal signed an extension there. Beal said, "Today, a lot of stars want to team up. No knock, but I'm a firm believer in sticking with what you got. If I win a championship in D.C., that'll hold way more weight than if I just left and tried to get one." Kevin?
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so because of that, though, and especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Bacon in at the 3 spot. And for the Wizards, Avdia out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Bryant in at the 5. And stolen by Gordon. And it's Vucevic missing. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
And just about a minute into the first quarter.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Oh, bro, come on, G.A. Russ lives by the motto, why not? I mean, the same reckless abandon we see on the court, yeah, it's reflected in his clothing.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
And every team would love to have a player like Westbrook because he plays his heart out every night.
And so Westbrook makes them both. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Outside Fournier. Back to Fultz. Three-pointer. Another miss by Orlando.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Beal, that's for 2. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And finished off by Fultz.
Good at reading the defense. When Fultz is working in the pick and roll, he often makes the right decision.
Westbrook with it. Defended now by Fournier. Westbrook drives in. It's hauled in by Gordon. Orlando's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Fultz against Beal. Fultz, the pass to Vucevic. Back to Fultz. Gordon trying to break loose. And Fultz gets it to go. Fultz has got 5 points so far.
He has to keep draining it from deep. When Fultz is locked in from there, it helps his confidence.
Avdia kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Avdia. Now, here's Bertans. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Wizards 5th.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
For Orlando, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. At the elbow, Vucevic. Fultz, the pass to Fournier. And here's Vucevic. And it's sent back by Bryant.
But because of Bryant's timely shot blocking skills, he makes opponents second guess themselves.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Fournier gets a wide open look, and again it's Orlando with a 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Beal, the pass to Bryant. Outside Westbrook. Outside Bryant. Just 4 to shoot. Now, here's Avdia. He's covered closely. Here's Orlando now. They've got an 8-0 run. Fultz with the ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Wizards trail by 6. So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Great showing for him last season. 7th in scoring, 11th in steals. And his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Back to Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
Well, there's a purpose to Bryant's game. Play with energy, attack the basket, and give your teammates a good target on the lob pass.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. Here's Vucevic, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Free throw drops for Vucevic. And both free throws good for Vucevic. And Orlando has possession. Fultz the pass to Fournier. Here's Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic gets double teamed and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Magic with the ball. Clock is at 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Bertans kicks to Avdia. Outside Westbrook. Over Fultz. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Orlando leading by 6. Pass to Bacon. Over Bertans. Bacon's shot is off. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Now, here's Avdia. He's guarded by Fournier. Bertans' shot is good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Gordon against Bertans. Poked loose. It's stolen by Bryant. Bertans against Gordon. Avdia still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Now, here's Vucevic, coming off a stellar performance against Washington.
Earlier in his career, Vucevic didn't take any threes. Now they've become one of his staples in terms of his offensive game.
Down low and finished off by Westbrook.
Taking flight. Gotta admire how high Westbrook gets up when he goes for an alley-oop.
Outside Fournier. The pass to Fultz. And a miss there on the triple. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 3-point game. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and that's gotta be annoying to them. I mean, work hard to get to the line, but fail to capitalize.
Magic leading by 3. Outside Fournier. That shot off. Now Washington takes it the other way. Brown feeling it out a bit. Kicks to Avdia. The 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Fournier for 3. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make.
So he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now here's Fultz. He's got 5. Outside Fournier. Passes it to Birch. Here's Bacon from deep. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Beal in the corner. Now the feed to Bryant. Up and in on the layup. Bryant's got 6 points.
And you got to be more physical with Bryant than this. I mean, he's skilled at fending off contact on the way up.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
Orlando making some changes. Ennis, he's checked in for Dwayne Bacon. Ross comes in for Evan Fournier. And Anthony subbed in for Fultz. Anthony against Smith to stop the drought. And Westbrook pulls it down.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Elbow shot. And it's Brown missing. Orlando trailing here. Now Ennis. Banked in off the glass.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Pass to Wagner. The Wizards working the ball around now. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Wizards lead by 1. Orlando with the ball. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Ross, that's good. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here is Smith. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Westbrook drives in. Count it.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Anthony down low, covered by Smith. Vucevic with the bucket.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Now here's Brown. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Orlando.
Well, given Wagner's size and strength, he has the appropriate build to succeed above the rim.
Here's Anthony. They trail by 1. And here is Ross. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Washington. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Ross has got his second basket. And so Brown will bring it up for Washington. To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And last year, to create cap space for Anthony Davis, the Lakers traded Wagner to the Wizards, and boy, he showed a lot of promise.
Yeah, he became the first player since Yao Ming to score 30 points and pull down 15 rebounds off the bench. And if you think that was a fluke, why don't you go back and watch the Rising Stars game? He showed he can match up with elite talent.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
I mean, it's important that Wagner plays with confidence. I mean, this is only going to help him get better over time.
Orlando making some changes. Bamba comes in for Vucevic, and it's Clark in for Kem Birch. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
So it's Orlando now. They trail by 1. To the middle. And Bamba with the basket on the assist by Anthony.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is, the more effective he is. Outstanding at using his size inside.
Now, here's Wagner. He has 6. Now, here is Smith. Clock at 6. Brown dishes to Westbrook. Good on the triple. Westbrook's got 9.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Smith against Anthony. Pass to Ennis. Fires the 3. And